Good morning. I'm drinking coffee this morning because once again I am filming before work and trying to edit and upload everything before I have to leave for work this morning. So yeah, no tea this morning. I have coffee. So today I'm going to do my May TBR wrap up and announce my June TBR. So let's get started. First up, I did finish The Tenant of Wildfowl Hall by Anne Bronte, which I talked about in a Friday read, which, as you guys know, I loved. I really want to read Agnes Grey. It sounds fantastic. I just haven't found a copy that I like. There's no Penguin English Library. They're all kind of ugly, so I'm debating about how to do that. Also around the same time, I finished up Moby Dick by Herman Melville. I did this for the Melville DK read-along on Twitter, which if you guys follow me on Twitter, you would have seen a bunch of tweets at the beginning of the month. I finished this behemoth in 5 days. I don't know how I managed to. I just really got involved in the story and really enjoyed it. Also, excitingly enough, my nautical knowledge from all my studying of nautical history came in useful when reading this, which was hilarious. I also finished Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, which was on my May TBR. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, it was my first time reading it and I absolutely loved it. I also really liked my edition, although I took the sticker off the back and it kind of discolored it, which makes me unhappy. But yeah, so I really enjoyed Frankenstein. And then I had two contemporary reads that I wanted to get through. The first one being Hannah Kent's Burial Rites, which I really enjoyed. It wasn't at all what I was expecting, but it was just so well done, so beautifully written. I loved it. The next one was Mr. Fox by Helen Oyeyemi. I had previously read Boy Snow Bird, and I was really excited to read this. And I hated this. Straight up, it was basically, it's a bunch of short stories. They're all really dark. There's a lot of violence against women in this. Women aren't portrayed very well in this. It's supposed to be, you're seeing it so women, I don't know. It's weird. Apparently it's a twist on the Bluebeard story. But yeah, I forced myself to get through this. Really didn't enjoy it. And now for my last one for my June TBR, which I actually didn't get through, is Frances Burney's Evelina. I did get a good chunk of the way in. I'm like 160 pages in, and I am really enjoying it. And I was planning on having this finished, but I got a little sidetracked. I went on a bit of a YA binge this week. If you follow me on Goodreads, you'll see I've been flying through some YA books. I've read 3 of them already this week, instead of focusing on this, which sometimes you just need a break. And I'm really enjoying the YA books I'm reading. I'm planning on doing a beach reads video at some point in June. So you guys what I think you guys should be reading on the beach, which is awesome. Yeah, so this is going to be the start of my June TBRs. I want to finish this book. I'm really enjoying it so far. It took me a while to get into it. I started reading it when I had that sinus infection, so it took me a really long time to get into it, but now that I'm into it, I'm really enjoying it, so I want to get back to this and finish it. Next up on my TBR is F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Beautiful and the Damned. If you guys watched my Better Books videos, you know I didn't finish this because of said sinus infection. I'm about 100 pages into it, so I really want to finish this as well. That's kind of my main goal, is to finish up a couple books I didn't get through last month. Another one is Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell. If you watch my last video, you'll know I'm doing a readathon for this with hashtag I like big books and Gaskell reads. I'm doing this with my friend Jen, who runs Adventures on Paper. Also my friend Christine is doing it, and she runs Padfoot's Library, I think is the name of her book blog. She is also known as Souffle Girl on Tumblr. Yeah, so we're doing this. If you want to join in, feel free. If you don't feel like reading this one, but you do want to read another book that's 500 pages long, feel free to do that and just use the hashtag I like big books. I will be tracking that tag on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, and I will try and as long as it doesn't get lost in the thing, we'll try and respond to everybody's tweets, etc. about this. Next up that I want to get through is Apollonis's The Golden Ass, which is a classical, I think it's Roman. Yeah, it's a Latin novel. Right now I'm taking a course on Roman religions. For those of you who don't know, I'm a history major, but I do take classical studies for fun as well as literature courses. Yeah, so we have discussed this a couple times in class and I've never read it, so I have decided that I am going to get through it. It is a Latin novel. Apparently it's really funny. Yeah, the only such work to have survived in its entirety. It tells the story of Lucius, whose fascination with sex and magic results in his transformation into an ass, which is, if you don't know what an ass is, a donkey. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's supposed to be hilarious. And yeah, and I finally got a book depository bookmark, which I'm really excited about. My past few orders haven't had them, and I've been really sad because I like the new ones. But yes. So another one I would like to get through. This one's kind of like a sub because Wives and Daughters is really big, and The Golden Ass is going to be, you know, a little more involved, as well as Beautiful and Damned and Evelina. Is Evelyn Waugh's Vile Bodies. If you guys watched my haul video last month, you'll know that I had a lot of issues tracking down a copy that wasn't damaged. The first two that Chapter shipped me were like dirty and disgusting. I think I posted pictures on Instagram or Twitter. But yeah, so I ordered this from the book depository, and I just do not have the best luck because my desk jacket is a little bit ripped. But book depository was really nice and gave me 15% back on my order because of that. So I just decided to keep this copy. So I'd like to read this. I really like Evelyn Waugh. I've only read, or Evelyn Waugh, I should say. If it's a male, I think it's pronounced Evelyn. Thank you, Downton Abbey. I've only read his Brideshead Revisited, which I really enjoyed. So I'm eager to get into this one. So that is my June TBR. What are your guys' plans for June? Do you have any book TBRs? This is my second time doing kind of well, for a month. I mean, I did TBRs for Beta Books before. I don't know if I like them all that much. For my main one, I felt really constrained with what I was reading. I think that's why at the end I just kind of went off and did my own thing and read a bunch of YA because I was really sick of it. So that's why I'm trying to keep it a little more condensed this month, like finishing up a couple books. I've got the big readathon, which really, if I don't get finished, we're doing it over the course of 2 months, so I'm kind of okay with that. But yeah, so what are your plans for June? Do you guys have any books you want to get through? Do you have any books you want to finish? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys on Monday with my May book haul, which I haven't actually added up all the books I bought, but I think it's going to be another big one. Which, whatever, I regret nothing. Except for everything. Again. Big surprise there, I wasn't able to stick to my book buying ban. Whatever. Anyways, I will see you guys on Monday, and you guys have a great weekend. Bye!